So what we have is an Amana dryer, any Whirlpool, Crossley, Admiral. That's all you get. That means the motor's not kicking on, so let's always unplug. I have not taken this apart yet. That's the motor. That is probably the right one. Using 1/4 inch, 5/16, 11 inch that goes on the motor, or this adjustable one. Pliers are just in case. This helps get the motor off. And this is an extender if needed. Pair of gloves, drill with a Phillips bit. Put all this aside. And a paper towel for the rollers, but that's a different process. This, you have to take off you take everything apart, basically. So this is how you get the drum out. 2 screws. Pop it off. It's a retention clip there. You can put a putty knife underneath here and press that in to give yourself that room to move it. There's one on both sides. This one's missing a flexible part there. This one you can put your thumb on it to bend this open. Some of them you have to wedge this between there to pull it off, but the thumb ones, kind of a newer style, are much nicer. 5/16 is the bit for the screws that are back here. I forgot my light. And then one on each side of the middle, so we're at a total of 4 screws, 2 retention clips. Push down, pull up, kind of wiggles out. It's just sitting on a little tooth looking thing. Pull up. I like to clean a little bit as I go, mostly because I might forget to do this later. Sorry about all the wobbling. Push this aside. Underneath, take this off the mount. I can do it with one hand. Hopefully you can see it. Pick up, take the belt off, release. The belt is off. Curl up the belt to inspect it. This one's super thin and needs a new motor mount and a new motor in this scenario, because the motor's not activating. Sometimes there's just stuff built up and the motor can't spin, and yeah, this motor's seized. So what that could be is a iPhone cable, or that I've actually found wrapped around the motor. It's usually shoelaces or something of such. So I don't see anything preventing it from spinning. So as you can see, this is how you actually take them off normally, but this one's just coming off on its own. 29, so this is a 29-inch wide dryer, and I think there's another measurement that adds up to 29, but 29-inch wide dryer is most of them that have the lint trap on top. Just gonna get that out of there so it doesn't look as cluttered. Those aren't spinning, this isn't spinning, nothing's good about it. So the tensioner pulley works great. There's something good about it. This has 2 little retention clips on both sides. Normally it comes out if you just pull hard enough. This is all of the wires for the motor. This is the thickest one, is the one that's coming in as the in power. The neutral and such are there also. Normally I would take those wheels off now, but I'm gonna just focus on the motor part of this for the video. To the back, 1/4 inch drive, cord management cover. Yep, yeah, 1/4 inch. Taking off the cover first. Tilt this up. Those usually fall off. Oh, this one's been attached by another screw. So there's 3 on the left, 3 on the right, 3 around this circle that hold it on. And depends on your model whether it has this type that attaches in the top, or there's one that swings and attaches there. It doesn't matter which one. This just keep people from grabbing the back of it and touching the hot wires with their fingers. This is the 3 on the left. This is the 3 on the right, so it's 9 or 10 screws to take off the back. Sometimes these bottom ones are sealed off because they just didn't think it would rattle enough, but it does, even without the screws. It'd be worth it to put a hole in the bottom and drill a hole and put in another screw. Sorry, habit of cleaning. You have to take off the fan that's mounted to the motor to replace the motor. Fan is located behind here, so it's air in through the back, gets heated up by the heated element on the right side, my current direction. Into the drum through here. Out of the drum, gets sucked by the fan and then blown out the hole here. So this is in the drum, this comes out of the drum, and then that is located underneath. This is one that if you've had your dryer for a long time, you're going to want to clean out. Case in point, that is almost, I'd say, half blocked. And that is just from lint debris. It's not from anything other than what got past the lint trap. So again, we're going to focus on not cleaning. See, this is not even spinning. This is opposite screwed, because otherwise it would become unscrewed during the process. So you take your 11mm wrench. Again, that's supposed to just go up. Put your 11mm wrench on there to stop it from being able to spin at all. It's got to be the open side, can't be the 12 or 6-point side as it falls down. This is where the adjustable wrench comes in handy, because that 11 does tend to fall. So I'm just going to use the adjustable wrench. There. Now, if you're lucky, you can just step on there. Again, make it seem like it's going to go too tight. Yeah. Otherwise, there's other videos of creative ways to remove these. Luckily, this one came off normal. Cleaning out around there is awesome. This actually looks really good. Reusable. Right? Let me compare the colors. Make sure we get the right model. I can't even see the colors on the old one. So, take off the motor. Shockingly easy. There is a retention clip here that you bend up and over. There's a retention clip back here. You gotta find it. This one's covered in a bunch of debris. Push down, push out, and hope. I need to be pushing down harder. Believe it or not, this thing is the only thing keeping this engine from being off right now. I might try to edit this later. I'm doing it. It's just not wanting to come out. I'll do this all with one hand because this darn thing's missing its piece. Okay. It's got to go down to go over. That piece. Okay, let me try it on this side again. It is a lot like the one on the first side. This one just has a little bit of a bend to the piece already, which makes it not want to go down. Makes it want to just have the screwdriver fly off. So let me try a pair of pliers, actually. Because again, it's just wanting to fall off. There we go. Never done that before. That worked out really well. So this groove on the left side, that actual slot has a piece that it fits into, and that's what catches. So you have to push it under, but that's it. It's the only thing holding it. It's blue, white, which I've done this enough to know to get a blue and a white. And I don't know, honestly, more than that. They have all kinds of different model numbers, and I don't like to think about things that at the end of the day still aren't going to make a whole lot of sense to me. So I stick with blue and white. And it's got all the same connections. Now this one is not clean, but it spins. And it keeps spinning. And it'll be fine. This is not a new dryer, so there we go. Make sure it fits in the groove. Make sure that the plug for the electrical is on the bottom left. Anything else in these will not fit, and you'll spend 30 minutes just working on putting these back on. So you get it hooked on one side. And then I'm going to do the same thing that I did before, because I have the same problem. Pull out, swim it underneath, hope that it goes on. There's just a vertical groove that it goes onto. And no, it's not on yet. This one, maybe you can actually see it go on. There, yeah, it's hooked. Maybe you can see it. Little whites shining through. There. Basically shoved it on. Alright. Now to test the motor. Even though I know it was seized and I know it's going to be fixed, but for purposes of the video, I'm going to bypass that. Just hang the door. This one goes the opposite of the tour. It's so nice to be able to just clean this out and know that it's going to be clean later. So again, it goes on opposite threads. Fits in snugly. Left to tighten, and it's opposite threads. Careful in the circle, these things will cut you. I need to hold that with my 11 or adjustable wrench. I'm going to try the 11 first. Some of them are 12, I don't know why. Alright, it's on there. Tight. Okay, that is actually done as far as the replacement of the motor is concerned, but to run it, I don't really feel like getting this stuff flying everywhere. I don't know what these little fibers even are. There's a lot I don't know, but I don't really care what the fibers are. Just look it up. I'm going to put this back on, clean it out, because this is clear. They go straight into the blower fan that can clog the vent later. Sometimes you have to pick up on this thing. This time I didn't, because the lid's basically off. And then put these 4 screws back in to the blower motor housing. Put one in loose, and then next one either loose if you think you might need to adjust it, or tight if you think you got it in there in the right spot. And then tighten that last one. This is a really soft impact. It's not a, 200 or 300 foot-pounds. It's just like 120 or something like that. Okay, ready to plug in. Keep all hands away from anything without that back cover on there. So just a warning, this is me doing it myself. It still had a little bit of a seize feature to it, that little aunt. Yeah, that's not good. The blowing motor is still going, so I'm probably going to replace this button. What would cause that? Either way, it's working. Well, the button's fine. Huh. I don't know. But in case yours works great, it is heating just fine. Oh, I still had this down there. That's probably why it was not wanting to go to start with. Let me see if that fell off, and that's why it's working. Nope, still making that noise, but it's running instead of not running.